All right, I played Spright today. My final round was up against the guy behind the camera. I played him twice in the tournament. I got both, but the first one was closer than the second, I think.
All right.
He bricked. I feel bad.
Call me out like that. Got both. That's what's up.
That's
I appreciate it.
But you were in the finals.
I was in the finals.
Yeah, you're better than everybody else still.
Hey, you heard that, Nick?
Yeah. So 3 blue, the standard stuff.
Yep.
You got to run 3 jet, also standard. Carrot, red, and then like the honorary Spright cards, the beavers, 2 anglers, 2 swap. And that's pretty much the core, I feel like. Can't change
pixie?
that. No
Awesome.
pixie. I feel like pixie is too slow. If you draw it, it just extends you, which like you can just draw almost anything else. And if you draw, the only way to make pixies good is to summon blue on their turn and then get pixies into your hand. And most of the time, you want to get red or carrot when you're doing that, so you have an extra negate. So I just don't think it's worth running. I am 43 too, so that's like would be my 44th if I would run it, but I feel like it's already tight. And then I ran like the smallest Kashtira package, 2 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, and then 1 of the spell, but that's later.
Did those come up at all?
Yeah, I mean, Fenrir's just good. If you just slam it, it's just good. I played Rika, and I did rip the 2, I don't even know what it's called, the 2 Link Jasmine, yeah, and I felt like that was pretty strong on the Unicorn, but I mean, other than that, you mostly just use them for Link material, and it's kind of good, like, if you open special normal, even no matter what Spright it is, well, it's actually better if you get Unicorn, but if you open special normal, this is, like, everything, because, like, you're going to make, what the hell's the name of the spell?
Sprint.
No, the spell.
Rebirth.
Rebirth. You get Rebirth, which is going to recur this, and you get Sprint off of it, so it's, like, 4 materials off the bat, which is pretty nice. Then I just ran a bunch of hand traps, 3 ash. I just feel like it's the best. This one was like the saucy one. People were surprised that I was running it, but I feel like it's really good. I mean, I know our local doesn't play a lot of tier because we've just had a bunch since tier came out. I don't see it as often. I feel like that's the only card this.
Just because I didn't play today.
I would have played it either way. I would have played it either way. But I just feel like it's pretty good against almost everything else. And Spright players are not playing around it as commonly as they used to. So I thought
That's for sure.
Yeah, I thought there'd be mirrors. So I was like, it'll be good. And it was good. I mean, it was kind of MVP. It did a lot today. 2 Meister, and then only 3 Bestials. This was not good. These were good. These are okay. The only time that this ever was relevant, I cited them out a lot, was against in the final round. I hit the trap, Chuche.
You hit the reborn.
Yeah,
spell.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
I hit
spell,
one thing with
the
this that
search.
wasn't that. It would be better to. I have them too, but it would just be better to run 5 Bestials. I think I mean, you could banish your own stuff, and everybody else is running Bestials, so you could chain target. It's pretty good. Then the standard Spright spells. I run 3 starter, 1 smashers, and then there's the 1 birth. It is good. You only need 1. You can search it. It's always good.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts. 2 talents. This came up a lot. A lot of times people would bestial on my first turn, and I could either steal it and link it off or draw 2, which hand rip would have been good too, but I always felt like I just needed more gas, so I was always drawing. So I think this is really good. I run 3 Prosby. I felt like it was a good ratio. I made a 40 card deck and then just put 3 Prosby in. So,
Right.
I mean, like, you could run 2, I think, but it was pretty good. And then I run the double cross. 3 Toad Negates is broken. And even if you can't end on Toad, which happened a lot today, it's like the best interruption. Like, because it makes it material, it puts it under something. So I just think this card's too nasty not to run. And then just 3 Imperm.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
See, it sucks being behind the camera hearing all this stuff because I know it happened to me.
Yeah. All right. Side and extra.
Up to you.
I'll do extra.
Sure.
Extra, I feel like is kind of standard. Sprint, you have to run it. It just extends you like crazy. A lot of times today, I played around Nib. I know it only came up. I know it came up once. I don't know
It came up in the final.
Yeah, it came up in the final. I don't know if it came up around then, but like as long as I had 3 names or 3 ways to get 2s on the board or anything like that, I never made it until after like my follow up, just because I didn't want to get Nib. I felt like other people were going to be on the same mindset I was being, like putting Nib in or siding it, but it's still too broken not to run. Sometimes you can end on it and bounce on their turn, which is also really good, but that didn't come up either. 2 health. Some people run 3. I think it's too much. IP, you have to. All the IP targets I run. I never made these. I always ditch them on Prosby, and I normally pick one of these 2 to ditch. Just depends on like the matchup and what I think I can.
The Abramax was really good.
Abramax
too.
is this card is like the best IP target, I think. If you have Sprind pointing or Elf pointing at IP, and you link this off into this, a lot of times it's a turn pass. If it's like a simplified game state, I just think it's really good. Underworld's really just like in case you need a kaiju type monster. 2 gigantic. It's probably the best card in the deck. It just OTKs and gets you everything. 1 Toad because you have to. Triple Toad build. And then I run Cat Shark. just for I wanted to run every line to OTK. I never made this today.
No, you did it against me.
I did. I made this once. It's really good. And then I just run a Zeus climb from Sky Calob up. This card's bad. It never comes up. Maybe against tier it would, but
No, Onibamaru.
Awesome.
no Onibamaru. It was between Cat Shark and Onibamaru or this and Onibamaru. But I just felt like if I did play tier, this might be good. Not that Zeus effect is crazy, but sometimes just bounce a tier card back is like not that bad, especially if they don't have field spell.
For sure.
I don't think I ever made Zeus on top of Cavalry today. The only time I made it was on top of other stuff. Then the extra red res, I never played it.
Hey, yo, the level 2 extender.
Yeah, it's insane, but I never played it. I didn't need it.
Never went into time.
Never
That's
went
what's
into
up.
time. It's a dirty
Just
card. I
bodied
don't
all
like
your
it.
opponents.
I ran Lancia.
Oh my goodness.
I ran Lancia.
I can't believe. I'm so glad you didn't hit me with that.
I
would've
sided
cried.
it in a lot and almost never saw it. I thought it would be good into tier and like bestial stuff. Not tier, I'm sorry. Flu and bestial
Oh, it's
stuff.
broken.
Yeah, so I never really saw it.
If you saw it against me, that's a past turn. Like, I can't play.
Yeah,
That's where the Phantom Knights match up, bro.
yeah.
that true?
The Phantom Knights, it also can go into other people playing Kashtira. I feel
sure.
like it's like they're playing like the pure build.
It also plays around evenly, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff. I never sided it going first. I probably should have more, but it was good. 3D shifter because it's the only way to win against graveyard decks that are way strongly like tier. I sided it in a lot. Most of the time I played it just because there wasn't a lot of tier, or I didn't play Phantom Knights either. The only one I sided in against was you, I think. But really, most of the time it would just like do nothing, and then the game would just continue. But I think it's still worth running if you've got a lot of tier running around.
Yep.
I ran 2 Droll. I ran it specifically because I wanted to. Shaking his head. Yeah.
That destroyed me.
Yeah. I ran 2 Droll because I just wanted to have enough hand traps to trade out the Skullmeisters and the Nibs for stuff that it was bad against. So it's like if I play into Flu, I want something that's like good into it, or if I play into something that's like draw heavy. Yeah, so I don't know. I felt like it came up a lot. I sided it in all the time, and I sided in a lot going first, just taking out Nibs because I thought it was bad. 2 Lightning Storm. I only resolved this against True Draco. I never sided it in other than that. But it was really good. I mean, trap deck. Gamma Burst in the side. I always side in Gamma Burst with the D shifters. It's like a 4-card side because it's just your best way to OTK without the graveyard. This should be mained though. I think it's worth maining. The card's not like just so good. And then 3 evenly, of course.
3
for the
evenly.
back right.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any shout outs?
Shout out to the man behind the camera. He had to put up with me a lot today, and that's it.
Yeah,
I guess.
and
It was all me.
yeah, that was up. We also shout out to the store, Kitchen
yeah.
Table Games.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Cisco gives us a great tournament here all the time, and they actually provided this tournament for this, or this statue for this tournament, which is really cool.
Massive shout out to the best local in the area. If you could come, you should please join us. I've been to every one. This is the only one I go to consistently.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.